to the Ottoman who? Papal Bulldogs to take out all y'all. Ravishing Mammals issue Vatican Papals, tricking Adam and Eve to bite that Vatican apple. Pope Nicholas V issued this papal bull June 18, 1453. Now it says to reduce any Saracens. They put in Muslims, but it says Saracens, right? We have, what a Saracen look like, even on the Andrew's crest. These are not Europeans in, these are not Europeans, my nigga, over there. These are Americans, you know what I'm saying? These are Marucans that are stationed in all these vortexes and areas, because you see so-called black nobility, that doesn't mean that they're European, you dig? They're holding down Russia, they're holding down the ancient vortexes and everything in between. They're coming from somewhere, they're not just being born in Russia, my nigga, but they ain't coming from Africa either. They're coming from the old world, coming from the ancient world, singing the ancient love song. And all you need to know is that someone came weighing all and singular the premises with due meditation. And what did they do? They got granted permission, free and ample faculty to invade, search out, capture, vanquish, and subdue all Negroes, right? But it's not just like white against black, right? Because Charles V also used this, right? Black ass King Charles, right? It's a more on more war. I'm glad the family said, something about making something more, more accessible, like these ghost cities. Because this wouldn't have happened without the violation of the Moor or the Moab or the Ammon, or the Amalekites, you know what I'm saying? Or any of these more issues. We stick with the greats. If you talk more to us, you got to be talking great. And it gets no greater than HaWah and the children of HaWah. So the real greats are in code with HaWah, are the tribes that are being raised and redeemed from HaWah, that have been vanquished, captured, searched out, invaded, and subdued by all these enemies of their Christ. And we're smart enough to know that their Christ is their Muhammad, is their Buddha, all wrapped into one. And all of it is putting a power before or beside our power. All of it is flooding our history, flooding our ancient love song, our promised land, our latitude and longitude with your treaties, with your Moorish treaties, man, with your pieces of friendship, man. You fought against the Kumse. If you was on the other side of that, man, you on the other side of the more and more war to this day, because you still covered it up. And until you be real with you, then we got to be us. You want to be one with us, you got to be real with you. You're going to have to eat what you've done. Not just admit it, you're going to have to eat that shit, man. Subduing all of us. Taking captive of all these Nagas after 1452. The Byzantine Empire existed for thousands of years until it fell to the Ottoman. Who's that? In 1453. Yeah, I told you. We're making one hell of a dismount, because this is some real darkness we talking about. Some real hell we got to talk about. Yeah, man. When Ottoman Empire threatened Europe, oh, this is perfect timing, because they want to pick it up in 1573, but something just popped off in 1452 and in 1453. But look how they connected to Mexico just like that. Isn't that a weird conversation? I show you a picture of a ghost city full of castles in Turkey. You say that's not ours. That belongs to the Turks. Well, who the fuck are the Turks? And why is it a ghost city? Coming down to the Byzantine Pacific shore. And just because they in Turk don't mean that they running Byzantium. That's why they put the Doom Diverses up. Because there was somebody before this version of Turks, and it was Mossack, the founder. Before he became meaningless, he became a lost memory, a fragment of your abandoned past. Sounds like ghost talk. Sounds like ghost towns and ghost cities. This was before the adoption of what? Greek mythology. Now they have the Atlantean mythology, but we're still talking about buried Naga cities underwater. Mossack is the primal ancestor. We're talking Byzantine, right? The city's name switched to Mazaka through a swerving. Before it was Mossack or Moses. Then it became Mazaka. Then it became what? Cappadocia or Khazaria. All these things after it was first Mossack, the founder, the primal ancestor. We talking Turkey? Managa, we talk Turkey. Oh, we talk Turkey very well. For the dismount coming down to Mexico's Pacific shore. This is from the New York Times. One summer day, 1573, a merchant named Pedro Ximenez saw something remarkable. Ships, he told Spanish colonial officials, of Turks or Moors. So we can't talk Turk without talking Moor. We can't talk Ottoman without talking Moor, Manag. And you got that muk drop. It's just one and the same. These are dark-skinned, copper-colored Nagas in Turkey, including the Byzantine. But those are Hebrews under Mossack. And that's why these Moors signed up with the Papal Bull. The Papal Bull wasn't against them. They were the ones putting it into play to roll up on the Byzantine, to roll up on Mossack in 1453. Dams, man. I wonder who's behind all these damn dams there. If they behind the 1453 and the treaties of peace of friendships, 78 and all that, right on the headbone of Dragon Canoe and the Chickamauga, Cherokee, right on the headbone of Tecumseh. They've been on the wrong side the whole damn time. 1573, 1453, 1778, whatever we're talking about. Biblical times. Joshua and them. They calling Joshua the robber. Who's robbing? Who's been robbing? Because you want more longitude and you want more latitude. You want Cathay. You want the promised land. But you're not the Pomegranate. You're not the Redmond. You'll never be the real Roman. Because you're not connected with the real pomegranate. You ain't got that pure water flowing to connect to the true pomegranate. So you can moor it up if you want to. But at the end of the day, you're just more-ish. The real grape don't need to roll up on another grape. You know what I'm saying? A real grape is great in their heart bone. It's great in their connection with the Creator. A real grape don't gotta create false idols to duplicate the relationship that the children of Hasharah have with our HaWah. Yeah, Turks or Moors. Surely there was some mistake. Surely. But just weeks later, a report came of 7 vassals of the great Turk, all men of the sea, the spies of the princes, walking as bold as brass, around the plaza of the town of Purification, sent to investigate Spain's crown agent, concluded that Turks or Moors, Ottoman, right? Ottoman? Huh? 1453, 1452, 1453. Years later, this Byzantine falls to the Ottoman. Ottoman who? Yeah, you're just talking Turks, right? Right? Crescent, same symbol with the Moorish today, right? Ottoman, same symbol, right? All right. Can't make this shit up. Same symbol as the Mohammedan tribes, the old tribes of Muhammad, right? Gotcha. Okay. Turks or Moors, right? That took out the Byzantine. Who's the Byzantine? Mossack, the founder, right? That's all we're talking about with the Byzantine, with Khazaria and Cappadocia, right? We're talking the Byzantine, my nigga. And this is where it all popped off. This is one of the main, talk the Russians, the Rus, Clan Ross. You talking Byzantine drop. I'm going to leave this for you, man. The original name of the city had been Mazaka, somehow derived from the name of Mossack, the founder, right? Yeah, we all up in the flow now, man. We all up in that 1452, the takedown of 1453 by who? Turks or Moors, right? So the Moors are who took out Mossack and them. The Moors are who took out the Byzantine 1 year after the Papal Bull. And they were plotting with Native Americans to overthrow what they're calling Christian rule. But remember, they were calling Prester John a Christian ruler, but then they said Nestorian. So we're talking code word for the Hebrews, and that these other Native Americans, I don't know, like the ones that fought against Tecumseh, should we get that again? The ones that fought against Tecumseh teamed up with the Moors to overthrow who? Tecumseh and the Hebrew, who they're calling Christian, under the prester of the Grand Khan. Let's go. What sounds foolish today? Turks invading Mexico. Moors invading Mexico. What? Moors invading Mexico. Mexico is Mexica. Mexica is Meshe, Moses. So whether you're talking Mazaka, Mossack, or Mexica, or Mexica, you're still talking Moses. So yes, it doesn't sound foolish when you put it together with a dragonfly perspective, because we see clearly that the same Turks or Ottomans that invaded the Byzantine or Mazaka or Moses in 1453, 1 year after the Papal Bulldogs versus 1452, the same Moors that took out the Byzantine, the same Ottoman Moor, right? It's the same one that also invades Moses over here. First, and less controversial, is that 16th century Christians saw everything, including the Americas, through the lens of their struggle against Islam when Columbus crossed the Atlantic in 1492, the very year that Spain's rulers destroyed Iberia's last Muslim kingdom. He assured his royal patrons that his voyages were merely continuations of their anti-Islamic crusade. His aim in getting to Asia was to find the Mongol Grand Khan. Hey, I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here, baby. They say they want to get to Asia. I ask you, where's Asia? Orientis, finds map, 1531. I see South America. I see where Mexico would be, but you see Cathay. You see Florida, Managa, all this is Asia. Do you see a North America? No, you see Asia. We're talking 1500s. So when they're talking Asia in the 1500s, you got to look at what the maps look like in the 1500s. They're talking 1492. You're talking 15th, 16th century. You got to know what the maps look like in the 15th, 16th century.